Hello, everybody. This is Jack, and let me know hear me well. We're getting ready for another training. Actually, I want to say something. Okay, so when I started actually together with my wife a local business, I discovered one thing to become a top performer. What do I mean with a top performer? There were 150 locations. We had a franchise and we were with 150 locations, and I called the top 10 performers. And the top 10 performers, they did one thing, had one thing in common. They all said Google Ads works. So I studied on it, and it became in 2009, and it still is valid today that to get new customers, a business needs to get found online. There's no doubt. And it's even more true than 13 years ago. 30 years ago. Wow, wow, wow. 30 years ago. Huh? Time goes fast. So 13 years ago, I realized that, and it's even more true than today. More true today than in the past. Now, having said that, the kind of three places to get on the first page of Google. So one is the Google Ads, okay? It's paid, okay? You have to work with ROI, that each click delivers money. Now, on average, a local business makes an ROI of 8 at average from all the spending Google gets from the Google Ads. They see that the ROI for business owners are 8. 8, 8, 8. That is incredible, correct? So every local business needs to at least try it and see if it gets to work. And if they don't get it to work, they can go to you, correct? So then the second place, okay, it's oh my god, that name changed them up. It was Maps, and I don't know how many names. I forgot actually all those names, but Google changed 10 times. Then last year it was Google My Business, and this year is Google Business Profile. So they have changed so many things. Google keeps changing, but to be honest, it is very important. Now, I can tell that it's very important, but it's probably more clear if we go over statistics. So I did a quick search, okay? And then we just go over the statistics. This is for Google My Business. That is changed to Google Business Profile, but still the same thing, except for the back end, it is different. So, do you know that one of the two people who conducted local business a store that day, 67% of the people who searched something on mobile visit had related business within a day. So let me copy this. And if you stay on the end, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you the link. So one of the two people conduct. So that is one statistics. Let's find all the statistics. Is this going to Google My Business? Google My Business list statistics. 40% of all the searches are discovery searches. The average business is found 1,000 times per month, where only 6% is direct searches. Hence, so direct searches, but that means 100 minus 16 is 84% are indirect searches. So, but they land on the Google My Business profile. Okay, so the average business found average business 1,000. Now let's say let's say a month is 30 days. 30 days. Okay, so 1,000 divided by 30 is about 33 or so. 33 times per day. Wow. 33 times per day. So if you have a conversion, let's say 1 at the 3, 1 at the 5, what would you say? Let's say 1 at the 5, correct? 1 at the 5 searches result in a customer. Okay, that means 6 customers per day. Okay, let's do the math. Let's say we have a plumber, one of my favorite natures. They make, no, I know for my plumber, they make serious money. Yeah, well, the serious money. Now he's not afraid to spend money. So let's say they make $300. They make more, but let's say $300. Okay, let's say $300 per customer. Average, I speak about, huh? Average. So that means if you do 6 times $300, how much is that? Is $1,800 per day. They make, if they rank good, they make $1,800 per day. They do. Believe me, they do. Now, let's say they have 25 days. Let's say 20 days, correct? 20 days per month. Okay, it's even easier calculation. Is, Arlene, I need you, 20 times 1,800. Okay, 1,800. Wow. Is something like 3,611. I think 36,000. Do I make that correct? 36,000 per month. So 36,000 per month. Are you not blown away with that? If I had started to say each Google business listing, each ranked Google business profile, Google business profile listing is worth 36,000 profit for a business. Okay, what would you say, Jack? You kind of accelerate a little bit. That's correct, huh? But it's not. It's real. Believe me, this is real. It is so important. Okay, you can make and break a business by only 2 things. Okay, when I started in 2009, I realized that very well. And now, to be honest, okay, okay, and I saw other location doing it. I hated door to door. I hated going asking for business. I wanted to do everything online. Okay, I did. Of course, I have made flyers and I have left flyers and I did all that stuff, but I hated it. And I remember very well that I had to wait before you could, they had lunchtime. Oh my God, half hour. But that was a pretty serious account. But I hated to wait a half hour. So once I got this working, I really said, bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah, I don't know how you say it, bye bye. I don't like this. I don't like this work. I really didn't like. I did not like. Huh? I hated it. I really hated it. So But Google to rescue. Yeah, that was really true. Google to rescue. It was much easier to learn Google Ads and Maps at that time than doing door to door. Wow! And now, luckily, everybody's looking online. And that 30 years ago was not everybody looking online. It was serious, but now, those statistics, they are real. They are real. I think when I started, I think it was 40% in 2009. I need to find the stat, but there was something like 40%. Okay, and mobile was not really in that much. 2009, mobile just started. Do you guys remember the time that you had those special mobile website like responsive did not exist? I know. I'm not saying not exist, but really very rare. Okay, people started first with redirect to a mobile page. Remember that? I still remember that. I still use it actually. So, but now it's all responsive. Okay, if a website is not responsive, then yeah, you kind of lost the trust. Now, 65%. Now nowadays, okay, whoa, I think 60%. I think Arlen said, I wasn't really aware of mobile since I did everything on my computer. Yes. I remember the day, Aline, you bought the phone recently. Now, recently, I think 2 years ago. For me, it's recently, but because, yeah, ah, it's crazy, huh? And now you do everything with the phone. You have your favorite apps and your favorite things to do. Instead of TV, we use our phone, and that is how it works now. But for you, what is important? That is important for you. Now, if you can make a local business owner $36,000 per month, what do you think they are willing to pay you? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, anything less than yeah, I love it, Brian. Anything less than 30. Yeah, you are kind of smart. 10%, 5K, $1,000, $500 a month. So I see this all over the place. Okay, so let me take a screenshot. It is real. It is real. But I like Brian answer the most because that is ROI. They have still a positive ROI, correct? Yeah, $2,000. Yeah. So, and shall we do average or shall we do? Now, let's say, now my experience is business like to pay more for Google Ads than Google My Business Sales. So let's say we do very conservative. Okay, $500 per month. They do. Okay, when you get a rank, they do $500 per month. Okay, who likes to earn $500 Who likes to earn? Do I make this bigger? I don't know. I think already did the so. Who likes to earn 500 a month? Who likes to learn? Who likes to study a couple of days and earn $500 per month? Huh? Knowing all those facts. Oh, the screenshot of the comments. Okay, yeah. That's gone. Uh, yeah. So, yeah, as many of you guys know, I provide Google my business service. Okay, I have a team doing that, and they do all the citation and listing optimization. So, and every year, I put what they find out what works in a training. Okay, so we did. Okay, it's updated with 2020. It's now Google Business Profile, and it describes everything what you need to do to get the site created, to get the listing created, to get the listing optimized. And do you have a Google My Business Service sales page? Yes, I do. It's actually one of the bonuses, Julian. Yeah, that we can use. Yes. It's part of it. It's part of the training. I don't know. You see, I don't know if I have it. Client getting website. Yeah. Okay. Good. Who likes to learn it? I think I think takes a couple of days to learn it. Yeah. But it's really it's no doubt that the local business needs to get ranked. Yeah, it's a dedicated website. Dedicated website. Okay, I don't know. See, use. Okay, we'll change the logo actually this week because I knew I had to change it. Change the Google Business Profile. The logo will change. This actually, I don't know. Let me. This is one of my better website, but we'll change the Google My Business to Google Business Profile language. Okay, because they change it. Google make always changes every week. They make changes. So here is the website. So we will change the Google Business Service. We will change the Google Business Profile. Anything else is wow. Okay, this banner, wow. This shows what you do. Okay, you show bullet points. The bullet points. This is what you need to get clients. Only this website. You send traffic to this website, collect the leads, collect the phone numbers, follow up. Yeah, Julian, you can use this as part of the HC Site Partner Program. Yeah, Google has changed the name for this over the years, but the business still works pretty much the same way all this time. Yeah, Gary, it's good. Yeah, they change all the time, Google. Yeah, Gary, are you still doing Google Ads? You see, over the years, Google Ads changed, but the basic is still the same. You still have to adjust to a couple of settings and so, but the ID to show the ad with keyword and ad is all the same. It's the same with Google My Business, but they will change. So you need to adjust. It's better to learn something each day than to read your emails. I keep saying that, correct? But what do you say? Is that you need to allocate some learning time in a day. Huh? You need to allocate some learning time in a day. And Google My Business, you create a profile, make sure you get reviews, citations, and depending on the niche, depending on the city, all those things. Okay. What URL do you recommend for the site name for our business name? Mark, are you which country are you targeting? Okay. Domain name agency. Okay. What do you guys think from an agency domain name? Can you guys some general good, or I like agency in domain name if you are not specific. But if you are specific, okay, then do something. Google. You cannot do Google. Google business profile agency. That's probably not working. Okay. It's too nice. But Mark, okay, Mark Agency. Google Business Mark Agency. Is your name in it? Okay, Google Business Profile Mark Agency. Now, okay, just make one up. Yeah, now I see this often, and oh, Arlene has a very nice one. You might want to consider it. Okay, Mark's Google Business Profile Agency. That works, correct? So if that is your agency, that really would work. That's actually a very nice one. So actually, first name, everybody can do this. Google Business Profile Agency.com. Here you guys have. Everybody can get a nice domain name with that. So probably plus S, plus here we got it. There's one thing. There's one thing I want you please to come to this training. I have one surprise for you guys. So, would you like to have a Google business profile listing and not showing your home address? That is the ultimate, correct? That is the ultimate. That is the ultimate. Now, we found out how to do it. It might not work for years, okay? It might only work for a month to use this trick, okay? So you want to jump on it as soon as you know how it works. No. Where is it? Actually, it's not my. I need to give credits to some of you guys know her, Jean Calenda. You guys know Jean Calenda. Some of you guys know her. She actually had a relation with somebody who created this video. Okay. And here, this training, how much is it? In 10 minutes, you will learn how it works. So it's kind of, I cannot listen to audio. You guys hear the audio? Okay, I cannot show the audio, but it will create your business listing and then you claim it. Just 10 minutes. 10 minutes, you will able to learn how to create a business listing. That will also be my very special bonus. If you now, Jack, I already know Google My Business, but if you want a business listing for yourself with your own name, own company, but not with your real address, you still want to grab this deal. Yeah. Pending to verify in less than 24 hours. Yes. Hey, Gary, you have good eyes. So that's the special bonus. Well, I can offer you guys too. And I will run a special for the Google. Anybody need this training? There's no way if you are a local marketer, you don't need this training. You need it. Okay, what is it? What is all included? The new Google Business updates, special bonuses, chapter 1 Google Business Profile, how to set up, optimize, website creation, ranking factors, benefits, Google reviews, social, ultimate citation building, backlinks, and everything is up to date. We created this end of last year, and then this month, actually past month in February, everything was really updated to the latest. This is additional. This is new. This is new edition. So your version is outdated. Every year, Google changes. Google My Business is not Google Business Manager. It's now Google Business Profile. Plus, the wording is updated. Yes, the wording is all updated to Google Business Profile. Actually, to be honest, this person who found out this trick, she went actually through all the documents. She does it every day, so she's a specialist. She did it. She did everything. Plus, find out how this works. What do you charge for your done for you service for Google Business and AdWords? What would you margin our like? So I only charge $197 per month. Okay, for you guys. For business, okay. So my fees for local business are Google Business Profile is $500 per month with minimum 3 months term. It takes time. Okay, their mindset needs to be that it will take time. It's very, very important, but it takes time to get ranked. And then Google Ads, I charge $500 for home service niches and $1,000 for lawyers and medical niches. Yeah, getting clients is part of the training. It's kind of much easier than you think. Each business needs to get a Google Business Profile listing. Each business wants to get ranked on high, let's say ranked high on Google My Business. The Google Business Profile, yeah, let's say on in the maps. What's the best strategy to win Google Ads and then Google Business Profile or the way around? Yeah, Fini, you have to see how the call goes. Immediate results, Google Ads. Long-term affordable, Google Business Profile. Kind of they need both. They actually need both, but you want to see, okay, when do you want business? As soon as possible. Okay, we can list you on the first page of Google within 2 weeks, but each it costs money. Each click costs money. Okay, how much? $1,000. Yeah, that's a little bit much. Okay, we can get you ranked for $500 a month, but it takes a little bit more time. So it's up to how those calls go. Either way, it worked for you. And then in 2 months, when I do Google Business Profile, it takes a little bit time. Yes, I can solve that. We create ads that you get listed on the first page of Google right away. So each business I would charge for each location. Don't sell you short. Okay, this is real. Don't sell you short. It's so much money. Okay, let's see how I can Google earnings past 10 years. I don't know. Let's see what comes up. This trends. I don't know if I can get a. I want something to show in the past 10 years. Yeah. Training, quantity. Now, what is the earnings? Year over year, qualified growth. Quarterly. Okay, I think that is the total. You see how much this evolves every year. Every year, Google makes money. What does that mean? That means Google works, otherwise business would not use it. And there's no question that a business doesn't run it. You just have to help them. Okay. So there are 3 places on Google. Okay, Google page. There is, of course, the paid ads. There is the I'm calling the maps, and there is natural. Okay, for here, what you can do paid ads is just Google Ads. For here, what you can do is optimize Google Business Profile. For natural, the only thing to get ranked is Business Directory. You will not make it with a website easily. Make sense? Why does Business Directory works? Because it has a lot of backlinking. Takes time, takes a lot of time, but once you get it working for a rare niche, it's golden. SEO, but not easy. No, I agree. I don't do SEO. I do maps. It's kind of SEO. This is also a sort of SEO, correct? Sort of SEO. But what I feel is the rules are more clear. Okay, so I feel with natural SEO the rules are not so clear. They are not so clear. I don't like that Google event something and then stop working. Plus, one day they can list on the first page, and the second day they can list on the second or the third place. What does that mean? One day the phone is ringing, and the next day, the phone is not ringing anymore. So, and then when the phone is not ringing, they are not happy. So your client will happy. Hey, Gary. Hey, Aline. Is there something not working? The phone is not ringing. That is what they say. Okay, they get upset. So Gary said, no SEO. I do all paid ads. Yes. So paid ads at Google My Business works. It's the easiest to provide. They need both. They really need both. There's no way that they can only do paid ads or only Google My Business. That goes hand in hand, and then they make money. So agree, Gary. There's another strategy. Yes. So what I will do, and it was in my mind, and I don't want to keep it too long as you wanted, I will give you access to this video, okay, as a special bonus of the Google My Business. And then this bonus on itself is worth the money. I really think that. Apply it now. Don't apply it in 6 months from now, okay? Listen to the video, follow the instructions, get your Google business profile listing. Once you have it, you just can maintain it. Get a tracking number and verify the listing via the tracking number. Garen said paid is the cheapest way to get customers. Now, I'm not saying the cheapest, but the fastest way. So you need just both. Oh, for you, Garen, is it, you mean for you is your clients or customers? No, I think he means customers. So customers, yes, you need both. You just need both. There's no way that you only need Google ads or only need Google Business. You need both. They go hand in hand. And the same customers, they need both. So that means you can earn not only to sell Google Ads, but on top of that, you sell Google Business Profile and all the way around. So with that said, grab this special bonus this weekend because it works now. And I didn't want to make this longer as needed. And thank you for joining and see you next week. Thank you so much.